Hello students, in previous class we have already discussed the rotation, the day and night, revolution and seasons. Today we will discuss solstices and equinoxes. What is solstices and what is equinoxes? Let's start. First, solstice. What is solstice? In every year, two times when the sun reaches its highest or lowest point in the sky during midday is called as solstice. First, come in the northern hemisphere, the days during summer continue to be long till 21st June. This is the largest day. Which day? 21st June is the largest day of the year, is known as summer solstice. After that, after the 21st June, the day slowly begins to decrease. As same in winter, the day continues to be short till 22nd December. The 22nd December is the shortest day, so that it's called as winter solstice. After 22nd December, the length of the day begins to increase. Then comes to what is equinoxes. Equinoxes means there are 2 days in a whole year when day and night are equal. These days are called as equinoxes. Okay. On these days, what happened? The sun shines directly over the equator. In the northern hemisphere, 20 March and 23rd September are known as spring or vernal equinox and autumnal equinox. 20 March is called as spring or vernal equinox and 23 September is called as autumnal equinox. Now look at the picture. The picture describes that revolution of earth causes different season. How the earth revolution occurs around the sun. In picture A at the right side, the south pole is tilted towards the sun and the north pole is tilted away from the sun. That's why summer happens in southern hemisphere and winter happens in northern hemisphere. Then come to the picture B. Here the northern hemisphere faces spring and the southern hemisphere faces autumn, because the north pole and the south pole are equal distance from the sun, so that spring in northern hemisphere and autumn in southern hemisphere. In picture C is the mirror picture of picture A. Here the north pole is tilted towards the sun and south pole is tilted away from the sun, so that summer in northern hemisphere and winter in southern hemisphere. And in picture D, here autumn happens in northern hemisphere and spring happens in southern hemisphere. Now comes to the exercise part. We have already discussed what is rotation, how the rotation occurs, and what is revolution, how the revolution occurs, due to the revolution what is happening, and solstices and equinoxes. Okay. Then comes to the exercise. The first question, rearrange the jumbled words. The first point is, if we arrange that one, is written as rotation, ROTATION. The second one is revolution, REVOLUTION. Lution. The third one is solstice, Solstice. The fourth one is equinox, Equinox. And the fifth one is vernal, Vernal. Then comes to the second point. The underlined word in each sentence is incorrect. Replace it with the correct word. Here, the underlined word is incorrect. You have to replace that one with the correct answer. Okay, come. The first question is, the movement of the earth on its own axis is called as season. Here, the season is the wrong word. So, instead of season, what we can write? Rotation. Second question. The earth takes 28 hours to complete one rotation. Here, the underlined word means 28 is the wrong one. How many hours to complete one rotation? 24 hours. The revolution of the earth causes day and night. Day and night happens due to what? Due to rotation, not revolution. The fourth question is, the movement of the earth around the moon on its orbit is called revolution. Moon is the wrong one. Here, the movement of the earth around the sun. So, replace the moon with sun. The fifth question. Seasons changes because of the earth rotation around the sun. Season changes due to the earth revolution, not rotation. Now comes to the question answer. Answer the following question. The first question is, in which direction does the earth rotate? The answer is, the earth rotates from west to east. Now comes to the second question. Write the main difference between rotation and revolution. The earth rotation means rotation on its axis, and the earth revolution means movement around the sun. Now the third question. How many days are there in the month of February in a leap year, and why is it so? There are 29 days in the month of February in a leap year because the earth takes 365 into 1 by 4 days to complete one revolution, and the balance 1 by 4 is 6 hours, and this become a additional 24 hours or 1 day. This is the extra day which is added to the month of February. Now comes to the fourth question. Why does the northern hemisphere have winter in December? The answer is, northern hemisphere have winter in December because in December the north pole is tilted away from the sun. That's why in December northern hemisphere have winter. Now comes to the fifth question. What is a solstice? The answer is, 2 times of the year when the longest day and the shortest day happens in 1 year are called as solstice.